So, Oliver wandering over to have a look at us. Rain stopped for the minute. It's nice and cool, let's say. It's not too hot. And perhaps we should do an introduction. So this is Tetherdown stables. We have a load of kids that ride here. We have horses, ducks, dogs and cats, although rain and cats don't really go, so they're probably hiding somewhere. Have a menage that we're actually in the middle of redoing at the moment, and a few horses that are right down the backfield. It's very peaceful today so far. Must be the rain stopping everyone from being here. Sticker, it's been out all night, some of the snooze. Oh, sweet little kittens, been out all night, sleeping now because it's raining outside. Okay, so this is Lily, and how old are you now, Lily?
15.
15, and Lily's been here
5 years.
5 years. Lily owns Lola, who we'll introduce you to later. Yeah. Okay, so because it's raining out there quite badly, we're going to show you how to undo a bridle and put it back together again. So this is just a basic snaffle bridle, just a canvas and noseband. And we're now going to take it apart. So we're going to start with the reins. So you can see the type of buckle that it is.
Sorry.
Sometimes it's easier to push it from the back. So.
Yeah.
And this is the trouble also when these bridles aren't oiled and cleaned regularly, they become a bit stiff. So the reins are now released, and these are rubber reins. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to remove, yeah, the next thing that we're going to remove then is the bit. Now this is a loose string snaffle. So this is a loose string snaffle with the lozenge in the middle, so it's a mild bit. For the noseband, and the noseband is just a canvas and noseband, doesn't apply any pressure to the nose, it's just purely there as a properly dressed bridle. That just slides out from underneath. That's the noseband. Okay, then we're going to do the cheek pieces. Cheek pieces are the long things that come down the side of the face, which join to the bit. So there's 2 of those. We're then going to remove the brow band. Now this brow band has got a red bit of ribbon on it. Now the reason that's got a red bit of ribbon on it is because in the show jumping, in the practice area, if you have red, it denotes that the horse could possibly kick. Because she's a novice, then we just want to have that on just in case. Then leaves us with the headpiece. Okay, so we're now going to put it back together again. So we're going to take the headpiece. We're going to attach the brow band. Now the brow band slides on from the shorter end. So the long piece on the other side is the throat lash.
Yeah.
And the brow band, of course, has to be prominent front. So we have to make sure that the long piece is at the back, because that's the throat lash, and the front piece is facing the front like so. We're then going to put the cheek pieces on. And again, it's just a buckle. Hopefully remember that the holes that it came off of, so that it still fits properly when we put it back on. And then the other cheek piece. The noseband now slides up, the longer piece slides up on the inside of the brow band, so between the brow band and the cheek piece, and then comes up around and comes back down the other side. And it then does up. Now you have to make sure that it's doing up on the inside of the cheek pieces. You haven't twisted it so that it's half outside of it. Then the next piece we're going to attach is the bit. Now the bit has to fold up the correct way. So basically where it's concave rather than where it's convex, so that the bit will fold up into itself.
For this one, it doesn't matter though, does it?
Well, it does to an extent, because this is, you can see where it's rounded this way.
Yeah.
And not rounded that way. So it's convex.
Yeah.
And that's concave. So it wants to go like that.
So that's the inside.
Yeah. So it's because it twists with a little bit of the lozenge in the middle. And then we'll affix that. Okay, so now we've got the bit on hanging nicely, the brow nosebands hanging inside the bridle, and then we will affix the reins. So we'll rejoin them. And we have the bridle back together again. So as I said, it's a Cavison snaffle bridle, which is the mildest form of bridle, apart from obviously no bit in it at all. Well done, Lily. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to show you the different types of brushes. This is the grooming box. Okay, so this is our selection of brushes that came out of that grooming box. And this one here is a sweat scraper. That one there is more like a hairbrush really, but for the mane and tail. This one is the hoof pick. This is what they call a little face brush. This is a rubber curry. This one is a body brush. And these two here, the blue and the pink ones, they're both dandy brushes. This is a plastic curry comb. And that again is another dandy brush. That's a metal curry comb. And that's a mane pulling article. What we'll do is we will show you the purpose and the use of these brushes very soon when we're out there grooming a horse. Here we have Olive eating lunch, a bit wet, but we're going to use her to show you how to use these brushes. She's looking like she's a bit defensive of her lunch because someone's standing there. She doesn't want to eat her lunch. She thinks she does. We have Lily with the grooming brushes all back in their box.
Right.
Okay, so we'll use the sweat scraper first as it's sitting at the top of the box. So the sweat scraper, you would be using that just to push off excess water. And because it's been raining, obviously she has got water on her. Okay, so that's how we use the sweat scraper. Okay, so this is a hoof pick. It's also got like a brush thing attached to it. This is how we pick out a horse's feet. So it's very, very important to pick out a horse's feet because they do get stones, as you can see, trapped in the foot with the mud. And that can then cause them to go sore, potentially then not being able to be ridden. So that's one foot. And we might as well do the 4 feet.
Okay.
So again, picking out, pushing it downwards, yeah, so it's going away from the frog being that triangle piece in the middle of the foot. And then we use the brush just to brush the mud out. And then we come into the last foot. You can hear this rain. It's coming down with more vengeance now. I know we said we wanted rain, but when it comes, it never stops. And again, you can see the triangular, what is called a frog inside the hoof. This is the face brush. So, as it would suggest, you would use it on the face. Because we don't want to disturb her too much because she's eating. That's it. This is the dandy brush, and this would be used for horsehair more for the legs than the body. And as you can hear, the rain is falling down. So we're probably going to need a boat soon. The body brush and curry comb. Now the body brush, as it suggests, is for the body. And the reason that you use the curry comb, it then removes the dirt. So you're brushing it, cleaning the brush as you go. So we're not putting dirt back on. And as you can see, she's using her right hand on this side of the horse. And then we're going to move to the other side of the horse. And we change hands. So we then use the left hand. So the whole purpose of this is that the horse itself stands still and lets us do it, which at the moment she's not. So if you don't mind, Olive, going around the other side. Okay, so you then use, go on, then use the left hand so that you're using the weight and pushing against the horse, and also it does help build up muscle as well if you groom correctly. Okay. Oh, our cat has returned. Number 4 has returned. Where's she gone? And I put all the food in the fridge. I'll get it back out again. One sec. This is Juno. She's quite hungry. So 2 babies.